I'm back. Wow. And I have a snotty nose, so I might sound like I've got
the plague.
I might sound I might sound like I've got 2 plugs up my nose because that's how I feel. Yes. I also might cough because
you can't catch corona through the radio.
No, it's not corona. I just have hay fever. Woo!
So you can't catch hay fever through the radio. Only Ruby and I are susceptible to it.
Because we are in a soundproof room.
Hay fever's an allergy, not a thing you can catch from someone.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, so welcome back to Head in the Game.
She's finally back. Good Lord.
We were starting to get a bit frustrated.
It's been a month and a half. We need to talk about the direct.
I haven't been here because of this and that, and because just a lot of stuff, surgery and sickness, but now I'm finally back. Hay fever, but I'm back, and
a small price to pay.
This is actually definitely the penultimate episode.
Let me just fact check that.
The episode before the finale.
So as you can tell, we are extremely organised, and we're currently checking whether this is going to be the second to last episode or not.
Because we need to check.
Because we're incredibly organised. Yes.
Oh, it is.
This is the second to last episode, people.
Wow.
So
look at
you
us.
know what that means? Next one's going to be the last one for the year and for season 1 of Head in the Game. Yes, we're going to be labeling them by seasons, as if this is a TV show.
So as you can tell, we are extremely organised, and we had to literally check if this was second to last episode. We are so organised, yeah.
So we're so organised that, in fact, we're going to be talking about
something that happened a really long time ago.
Really long time ago, and what's going to happen in a really long time.
Yay!
Being the new year.
Yeah.
And 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa.
Anyway, stay tuned with Ruby, Oscar, and finally Lucy on Head in the Game.
I become like an Autobahn, I'm murdering everything. I'm a killer with a mission to flip it. I'm sick with the given, delivering. I'll be itching to give it, the whip it, the wicked. I'm sticking with the quick and digging it. Like I said it before.
Hi, welcome to Head in the Game, the only podcast or radio show or YouTube channel in which we can openly plug our YouTube channel that we also have without getting in trouble and having people tear us to pieces. We have a YouTube channel, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you know we have a YouTube channel now?
YouTube channel. It doesn't have. It has the earlier episodes, so if you want to, for some reason, catch up on the episodes that you might have missed, I have been making video versions of the Head in the Game radio show over on our YouTube channel called Head in the Game. You should just be able to search Head in the Game in YouTube, and if you look through filters, you can use Find Channel, and it's Head in the Game. Head is a capital and Game is a capital. I don't know if that's too complicated, but just if you want to catch up on the newest episode, on the latest episodes before the new year starts for our season 2, go ahead and check that out. But if you're watching this right now on YouTube, we're going to be talking about our Did You Know facts.
Yes, Did You Knows with Ruby, Oscar, and Lucy, because apparently people don't know our names.
We don't know our names.
So we're going to move on from my terrible segue into a probably slightly worse segue with the official Gucci Xbox Series X.
Not clickbait.
Definitely not clickbait, even though it sounds like it is. Has gone on sale for a mere $13,000. I love the fact that that's considered cheap for Gucci. I am obsessed with the fact that that's considered cheap. That is hilarious.
Xbox Series X's aren't all that common, you know.
True.
Same with PlayStations.
And partnering with Gucci as well ain't all that common.
So, as part of its 20th anniversary celebrations, Xbox has teamed up with the luxury fashion label Gucci to craft an expensive Xbox Series X console. The console comes inside a custom Gucci hardcase and includes 2 controllers featuring the red and blue stripe motif. Only 100 of these have been produced and will be sold in Gucci stores in New York, Beverly Hills, Mexico City, Milan, London, Berlin, Beijing, and Tokyo on November the 17th for a pricey sum of $13,600 in Australia. Ooh.
So that's 100 overall have been made.
So that's kind of interesting.
How many locations was there?
There's like
So
7 or 8.
all right. So if you live in America,
China.
if you live in America, China,
Europe.
Japan, if you live in America, China, Japan, Italy,
Germany.
or England, you can get your hands on one of
That's
these.
about like 12 Xboxes per store. So
if you really desperately for some reason
Have a lot of loose change.
and can afford that is crazy, man. Who can afford Gucci, let alone a Gucci Xbox? However, I do just want to say, if you're a PlayStation fan, suck it up. If you're a PlayStation fan, look at what we get, huh?
I guess that's something you can ask Santa for. You know?
If you're a PlayStation fan, the Xbox fans can sit here and say that we get a Gucci Xbox, while the PlayStation fans
they both
don't get any of that.
What does it look like?
Yeah, I want to know what it looks like.
Look. It probably is.
Insert picture of it on the YouTube channel,
Gucci
in case you didn't already know that we have one.
Images.
I'm the editor, so I know.
This is what it looks like.
Hello, future me. Be sure to add an image.
Goodness me.
Oh.
Can I just say that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life? Oh, wow. That is ugly.
I know, it looks like something like a Kingdom Hearts pattern, but it's not.
That is so ugly.
It's so weird.
Who in their
It
right
reminds
mind?
me of Madeline.
The thing that
Madeline.
concerns me.
Madeline?
The thing that
Madeline.
concerns me is not so much the
Some
fact
like
that
old TV.
what. The thing that concerns me is not so much the fact that people have enough money for this. It's the fact that people have enough money for this and still want to buy it. If you have that money, why not spend it on something that at least looks nicer than that?
I think Xbox just wants to create an even more rarer Xbox Series X, as if the originals weren't even that hard to find.
Anyway, enough on the Gucci rant. We have a Warner Brothers fighting game similar to Super Smash Brothers called Multiverses.
Ooh.
Right. I've lived my life. I'm going. Goodbye. What is this? What is this?
After several leaks, Warner Brothers'
Weeks or leaks?
leaks.
I heard
with an
weeks.
L, like the vegetable.
With an L.
Warner Brothers' weird Super Smash Brothers fighting game, Multiverses, has finally been revealed. It'll be free to play when it is released in 2022 on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC.
Thank goodness it's free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but not on
Sounds
Nintendo consoles.
Sounds terrible.
The game will have 4-player free... You don't even know the character roster.
Oh,
The game will have 4-player free-for-all, 2v2 matches, as well as 1v1 matches. And, as previously rumoured, an all-star cast of characters, including, but not limited to, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo,
Yes.
Batman,
Yes.
Superman,
Yes.
Wonder Woman,
Yes.
Harley Quinn,
Yes.
Steven Universe and Garnet,
Yes.
Tom and Jerry,
Yes.
Finn and Jake from Adventure Time,
Yes.
Bugs Bunny,
Yes.
and a new character named Rhyme Dog, plus more to be announced.
I want to cry.
So it's Space...
What is this?
It's Space Jam Smash Brothers Edition.
Yeah, it sounds weird, but I can kind of I can see that there are some characters like maybe Batman or Harley Quinn that you'd want to fight.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Who wants to fight as Bugs Bunny?
Everyone.
Bugs
What?
the freaking
I think you should ask who wants to fight as Jerry.
This is a leak.
Who wants to fight
my
as Tom and
gosh.
Jerry, honestly?
There's also
Oh, wow.
It's Warner Brothers characters and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Oh, there's Gandalf as well.
Oh, Gandalf, yeah.
It just sounds really weird and
It
so random. Like, what is this cash? Is this a cash grab? But it's
Kind
not
of.
because it's free.
It's free. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of Lego Dimensions a bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Lego Dimensions made sense in a way.
In a way, because it
weird
was
way.
all these franchises from all these different companies
I don't know,
coming
I just-
together in Lego. This was all just Warner Brothers.
If it's free, then there's definitely going to be microtransactions. So
Probably,
it still
yeah.
technically is just probably a cash grab.
Do you know what else is free?
No.
The downloadable app that you get for purchasing Mario Kart Live Home Circuit for $150.
Huh? What? How is that free then?
You can download the game without having the cart.
Oh my goodness. I love that. Just download a game and then you can't ever use it because you refuse to buy the cart. That sounds like something I would do.
Exactly. And guess what? There's a free update coming.
A free update for a free thing that isn't actually free?
Exactly.
Ow.
Exactly. So if you want to ask Santa for Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, you should get on that because there's an update coming. Nintendo announced a brand...
One cough later.
Nintendo has announced a brand new Mario Kart Live Home Circuit update, which adds a number of great features. The game now has local split-screen gameplay, which means you can play using 2 carts on one system.
Oh my goodness, guys. This is revolutionary.
Yes, they've never had split-screen in Mario Kart before.
Totally
Oh
not.
my god.
Yeah, there's also a new relay game mode, which allows you to hand over to other players on the fly during the race.
That's so cool.
There's also a new Luigi Cup, which adds
Goodness.
3 new courses, as well as a new Poltergeist G00 car and a spooky horn. I want that spooky horn!
Spook.
Oh man, someone better not make a out of context compilation of us because it is going to sound anything but Christian. I'm just so confused.
Yes.
What? A spooky horn?
Anyway,
All right. Well, if you're someone who was actually willing to purchase the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, then yeah, I suppose this might interest you if you actually bought it. Did you buy it, Oscar?
no, I didn't buy it. I wanted to buy it, but when it came out, it was when we were still in our old house. But now that we're in our new house, I can buy it. But I don't really want to buy it. Don't really think about buying it because it seems like something that I'll get a use out of for a week and then completely forget about.
Or get bored of.
I'll get bored of. It's like a Nintendo Labo.
Yeah.
If you guys remember that, the cardboard thing that you use, like, they're still under my bed, and I only use them ironically. I only use them ironically when I'm bored. Like, and I don't think the free update is going to win people back. But if it's winning you, then go by all means buy it because I think it's a pretty cool. It's pretty cool for what it is. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it for the Did You Know segment. But stay tuned for Head in the Game with Ruby, Oscar, and Lucy when we finally talk about the Animal Crossing Direct.
With more terrible segues.
So what's the plan, Sandy?
Run faster!
I gotta buy that.
All rise for the Honourable Oscar Burgermeister. Hello. Greetings.
We have risen.
Greetings.
Salutations.
Greetings and salutations to the witness, the suspect, and all members of the jury. Today here in Loxton, South Australia, we will be debating a very serious topic. A few weeks ago in October, an update was the 2.0 update was released for the Nintendo Switch game Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch system. I have here Lucy Rains and Ruby Olschwager here to plead their case and opinions for the Direct. Please, Ruby, you have the floor.
I have with me half a page's worth of notes in 2 columns, I might add, of the things that were included in the Animal Crossing Direct.
Objection, Your Honor. I have nothing.
Overruled.
Let's continue. Anyway,
You're
we're
now-
going to try and fly through these as best as we can while we have the time. Okay, number 1 on the list, The Roost. I have not yet to experienced it because I have not yet reached 3 stars on my island, which
Same.
is sad.
Yeah.
But from what we have seen and have heard, it's pretty gosh dang amazing.
Pretty gosh dang amazing.
Pretty gosh dang amazing, I might add. What the Roost basically does is that it allows you to come into the museum or a side room in the museum where you get to have coffee.
At the expense of a chair that will no longer be there because the door will be where the chair used to be. So, yeah, that's the cost is the chair.
The judge may ask if the player is able to make the coffee.
Brewster makes the coffee for you, but
And
you
then
are
you
able to
drink it.
customize what kind of coffee you get.
And also you can bring your friends and drink coffee with your villagers and friends. That's cool.
It's very
Promoting social activity
In a game.
in a video game. Very good case. Ruby, please continue.
Okay, next we have Cap'n Island Tours. For those who don't know, Cap'n is a reoccurring character who is... I'm not exactly sure what he is. I think he's like some sort of like Japanese folk creature? I don't know. But anyway, he has a boat and he gives you tours on very special islands. It's almost like using Nook Miles tickets without actually using Nook Miles tickets. And you get to get really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it for the Cap'n. There's also Halves Island Plaza, which allows wandering shopkeepers such as Sahara, Crazy Red, and Kix, the shoe seller, to permanently reside on Halves Island so you don't have to wait and trust pure RNG or random number generators to see whether you get a traveling merchant or not.
Objection. I would like to address the jury, the people listening. I just want to say, disclaimer, you do in fact have to have a 3-star island to enjoy most of these things.
Yes, you do. Some of these are just little novelties that anyone could enjoy, but yeah, most of these are locked behind 3-star islands.
Which is not that hard to get. Honestly, it's pretty easy.
You did not follow proper law protocol, but I will allow it since that was a good notice. Please continue.
Okay. Next thing that you don't need 3 stars for is group stretching. There is now a cassette tape at Resident Services where you can do stretching with all the villagers on your island, whether it be button controls or motion controls.
It's overrated. I tried it. It's really hard.
Well, true, the motion controls isn't the best, but it is
I don't use the motion controls because I have a
Could you
Switch
please
Lite.
explain this to the less educated, such as the judge himself?
So basically, in the middle of the island, there is a building called Resident Services, which is basically the town hall.
It's a plaza.
Yeah, it's a plaza. And with a new update, you can find a little cassette tape that allows you to play music or a certain training or stretching tape. And that allows all the villagers and people on your island to come to the plaza and you can all do stretches together.
And it's
Okay.
very difficult and definitely overrated, and I failed miserably. But because it's Animal Crossing, you can't fail, so it doesn't really matter.
Thank you.
Okay, what else? You can now... a reoccurring feature from past Animal Crossing games, particularly in New Leaf, you can now enact ordinances. And for those who don't know, ordinances are basically extra little perks that you can give your island that allow it to change in various ways. For example, there is an early bird ordinances, which makes villages and shops open earlier, if you're an early bird. There's also the opposite, which is a night owl ordinance, which allows villagers and shops to stay up later. There's a flower ordinance, which basically makes the flowers go berserk and grow absolutely everywhere.
Ooh.
I've been told that this is also kind of a little bit of a setback, because flowers are literally everywhere.
I might try that.
There's also the bell ordinance, which allows items to be sold at a higher price, but items have to be bought at a higher price as well. And other than that, I believe that's it.
And you can only pick one of them.
You can pick one at a time, but you can also switch.
You can change, yeah.
Yeah, you can change.
That's cool, because I want to try the flower one, but I'm also definitely someone who gets up early in the morning and plays Animal Crossing, and it's frustrating when I have to wait for like an hour till a shop opens at 10 a.m. So
Yeah. You could probably just like enact a flower ordinance wait until you've grown a bunch of flowers, and then switch to the early bird.
That's a good idea.
Because like the flowers won't go poof and disappear.
They're not leprechaun flowers.
Poof.
That's your only contribution to what we've said so far. Poof. Poof.
Of course, I am the judge. I do not contribute. I just watch the proceedings
And
take
moderate.
place and moderate. So please, will you continue?
Yes.
How far down the list
We're
are you?
about a quarter of the way there.
It's a big update.
It's a huge update.
The judge now swears internally.
Curses internally. But like with what you would normally see in Animal Crossing updates, we get upgraded stuff to do with your house.
Ooh.
One of these, and probably the most important part of this update, the max amount of things that you can have in your storage has been upgraded.
Thank goodness.
From like
I needed that.
from like 2,000 and something to 5,000 items can be stored in your
yes,
storage.
I need that because I keep all my decorations for Christmas and Halloween. I missed Halloween this year. I forgot to log on the entire
I keep
day.
patronizing you for it.
And oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot to log on to Halloween.
Yeah, but it's just good in general because since I don't have a 3-star island yet, I'm still in about the second phase of my home, and I've in like the first 3 or 4 days, I maxed out my storage again. So now just outside my house, I have an aisle of items that need to be stored. Just an aisle of items laying on the floor.
Objection. I have something I need to add. If you have a lot of stuff you need to store, add a new profile to your Switch, and then play as Animal Crossing as that profile, and you can store stuff in their house. And then you just have to log into their profile. So I have a decoration profile. I keep all my decorations in a separate house, and then I decorate using that profile, and then switch back to my regular profile for everything else.
That's actually smart.
Yeah. And also you get more buildings, so you can kind of like fill up your island with like
True,
buildings
yeah.
and stuff.
Okay, other stuff that's also important. The max amount of bridges and inclines you can have is now gone from 5 to 10. So that's good. You can also now, you can cook.
What?
You can cook.
How?
You can grow other produce other than pumpkins.
Where do you get them?
Leaf, the traveling garden merchant, he sells like crop starts and that kind of thing. I've only got carrots at the moment, but you can get like wheat, tomatoes, cabbages, corn.
Wow, and you can make food with it.
Yeah, you can get cooking DIY recipes and you can make stuff.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to have so much fun with this.
You can also get some new license freedoms, such as hanging stuff from the ceiling and using accent walls, which for those who don't know are basically a separate side of a room that has a different wall to everything else.
And for those who are wondering, Oscar's just zoned out.
He's listening intently.
I am not Oscar. I am the judge, Oscar Bergmeister, overseeing the proceedings. Please address me as so.
Okay, yes.
And now the judge is suggesting that they please do hurry up, as we do only have a limited amount of time.
Okay, we'll try to speed through these. You can get new types of fences as well, new varieties of fences.
Cool.
Always good. You can get a first-person camera to take photos from a first-person view and get like really up and close. So that's really great.
Cap and close.
Shush. You can get more patterns, more intricate patterns for custom designs. More hairstyles and more reactions.
Oh, I'm excited for the hairstyles and stuff, yeah.
Island Life 101, which is a new app on your Nook phone, which basically, in those very long and boring black loading screens, you could get little tips that come up, which is good for beginners. You could get new items with Nook Miles. You can also get a storage shed, which connects to your home storage, so you don't have to run to your house back and forth when you need to grab stuff. So that's always good. New KK songs, and one of the best things that they included in this update, gyroids.
Yeah, I my voice just broke. I haven't found any gyroids.
Yeah, apparently they only appear after it rains.
Also, the new hairs, the new hairstyles you can get, the new hair, that's only available through the hairdresser at
Harriet's.
Harriet's, yeah. Also, how do you get the garden shed?
The storage shed, I would have no idea. Like I said, most of these are locked behind 3-star islands.
Oh, that's fun.
Just gonna have to find out. But for those who don't know, gyroids are basically these cute little tree stump people that make wacky noises.
They're part of mythical creatures and folklore. So yeah, I think they are a cultural thing to Japan.
Yeah, and if you have them in a room where music is playing, they can make little sounds along with the music, which is super cute. And they also look adorable too.
And slightly annoying.
They are also
But
slightly
mainly
annoying.
cute.
But mainly cute,
I'm
yes.
pretty sure in the update you can like turn them off as well.
Yeah,
So they don't
you
make
can turn them on
noises.
and off.
Yeah.
We're almost done. We've also got permanent ladders that can be placed in locations.
Yes, I have actually made one, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to pull them out. You can squeeze in small spots. Thank goodness.
You can shuffle.
Yeah,
shuffle.
you can do a little crab walk in half block squares instead of 2 block squares.
Oscar's dying.
Oscar's listening intently.
The highly esteemed Judge Oscar Bergmeister. One more neglectance of this, and I will have found you guilty of not having 3-star islands.
Oh no, we better
Neither of us do.
You could have more intimate villager interactions as well. They can now come and visit your house.
Ooh.
Which is also kind of annoying in some cases. But you could also get invited to come over to theirs.
Aww.
And yeah, it's just all around super cute. And there's more villages in general. They've added more villages. And last but not least, the final big chunk, Happy Home Paradise. The Animal Crossing New Horizons DLC. that
The
you can
court will allow you to elaborate on that, as it is a quote-unquote big expansion paid DLC to the game.
Yes, it is.
So for those who were around in the Animal Crossing New Leaf or 3DS era, you would have heard of a spin-off game called Happy Home
Happy Home Academy. Happy Home Designer.
Happy Home Designer, yes. And that was basically where you can make homes for villagers. And now you could do it here too, except it's now an island resort run by the same person who ran Happy Home Designer, Lottie. You can make vacations homes for villagers and cater their specific homes to their specific needs, which is super duper cool. You can also have pillars and walls that outdent from just the regular walls.
Yep,
So
you
that's
have
super cool.
separator and margin walls.
Yeah, yes. You can polish furniture as well to make it look all shiny and sparkly.
Yep.
You can give the villagers roommates for those sadistic Animal Crossing villager shippers out there.
Oh,
you can now
gosh.
go nuts. You can scan amiibo cards or amiibos to invite villagers. And by doing all this, you might ask, do I get paid? And yes, you do get paid, but not in bells. You get paid in Poki, which you can use to buy very hard to find items that you would normally have to go through red. You can also design functional buildings such as restaurants, schools, and hotels. And we are at the end of the list.
I'm getting that. And it's only, you can access it through only a few more bucks along with your Nintendo Switch online subscription. So if you have online, all you have to do is just upgrade it a bit.
Yeah, upgrade to the next big
To the expansion pass.
the expansion
And
pass.
that
You get it for
expansion,
Or
free.
you can buy it separately.
and
buy
the
it
expansion pass also includes, if you buy the expansion pass as a whole, I think it also includes the NES.
N64 games.
N64, yeah.
and
And Sega Genesis
And
games.
Sega Genesis
Yeah.
games.
The courts will now hand over to Lucy to give her opinions.
You forgot one thing that I
What?
think many people will be annoyed at you. Froggy Chair. You did
You're
not
right.
even
I'm
mention
ashamed.
Froggy
I'm sorry.
Chair. Don't
Froggy
be
Chair.
ashamed. He's
The
kind of
court
overrated.
now finds you guilty of not mentioning the froggy chair. You are sentenced to 1 minute of silence while Lucy talks.
Teehee. Yeah, so Froggy Chair is a massively popular chair that was from Ruby. I permit you to tell me what game Froggy Chair is originally from.
I don't know either.
You don't know either? From
Let's
one
look
of the original Animal Crossing games, I believe on the Nintendo... I believe it was on the Nintendo... Not the Wii.
GameCube?
No. The DS.
Yes.
Yes,
I
it was
believe-
released in 3DS. I just looked it up on Know Your Meme.
Yep. Froggy Chair was a chair that you could buy on the DS editions of Animal Crossing, and they finally brought it back in New Horizons, which everyone was super excited about. I personally think it's a bit overrated. Like, everyone acts like it's the best thing about the whole update, but it's pretty cool and it's not that big of a deal. It's just cute. And I'm probably going to put it in my house if I get it. Some people even have Froggy Chair tattoos, apparently. That's the obsession with Froggy Chair. People have tattoos and stuff.
Ruby, you now have permission to speak.
Woo!
Okay, yeah. I will admit that Froggy Chair is a little bit overrated, but it's cute. You're not gonna
Everyone,
be
I know, but everyone acts like it's the most important thing in the update. I personally think that, like, the fact that we can now eat food, this Happy Home Academy thing, the storage shed,
The roost.
yeah, I think they're the major points in the update that I'm really excited for.
The court will now like you to state your final conclusions of the update for your opinions, and we will then bring this session to a close.
For the first time in history, Nintendo decided to listen to its fans.
I will admit I'm a little bit bummed out that most of the stuff is locked behind a 3-star island, which I do not have, but it's understandable, and the stuff that we get by default is still pretty good.
Yes, and can I say?
Yes.
Court dismissed.
Cool. Thank you, everyone, for participating. But we are now going to tune back to more Head in the Game to talk about the games that will be releasing in the new year.
Back to your scheduled programming.
Who else can they add?
Well, I think that this year had some pretty good games. Would you guys agree?
Probably.
Are you guys excited for 2022 and what that might bring?
Heck yeah!
All right, and that's what we're going to talk about the games that we are most excited for next year.
And it doesn't matter whether you play on the Switch, whether you play with an Xbox, or whether you use PlayStation or PC, there's something for you.
Yes, we're going to be talking about the games that are good for kids that are going to be coming out sometime next year. Starting, of course, with my birthday month, January. And the other one here that we can really talk about is Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I remember this getting announced in like a Pokemon Presents thing. It was like a new type of Pokemon game. It's like open world, like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
This game is for Switch, by the way.
Yeah, for Switch. And yeah, like Oscar said, it's pretty much just an open world Pokemon game, but it's also set in times before the modern Pokemon games. So it's actually sort of like a medieval Pokemon game in some sense, which is super cool, and I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done this concept earlier.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we go for each month and choose one game from each month to talk about?
Yes.
So, just so you know, there are other games that are coming out in January. We're just not talking about them because they're not
And we
appropriate.
can't really talk about any of the others, but we can briefly touch them, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Not really.
Is there nothing worth mentioning?
No.
Turns out, no. Oh, here you go. To be announced.
Yeah, the to be announced.
To be announced.
So these are games that they haven't...
Advance Wars.
What's
so
that?
these...
Oh, let's take us back to a time when the Game Boy Advance was hitting its stride. It was pretty much it was the hip new console at the time, being the successor to the Game Boy, already being the most popular video game system at the time. So, and with it comes a new series known as Advance Wars, a tactical RPG battle strategy game that you can take on the go. And to be released in early 2022 is Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. They announced this recently in a direct. So, yeah.
Cool. Another thing that I have seen, and what I'm very excited about, is Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to get some new stuff about that. We have been missing a good new Kirby game since like 2018.
Oh, yeah.
And I could not go that long without seeing my adorable little pink puffball again. So I'm super stoked, and hopefully it won't be as bad as Star Allies was.
Because this one is a 3D Kirby game.
First ever 3D Kirby game.
Also,
Super duper hype.
Now, Yep, go.
Also, can we talk about the fact that there's a game called I Am Jesus Christ? Should we mention that or not?
I don't know. It
I
depends.
want to see what it actually is.
I Am Jesus Christ game information.
Oh, it's apparently a simulation game.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Now, a game that I am extremely excited for is Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, coming out next year in autumn.
sounds good.
Really exciting for it to be. It's a true evolution from Lego games, and I'm really excited for it. Yep.
Anything else you want to add about it?
Nah. I'm
Okay.
just really excited for it.
Awesome. Another one that was released in some of the newer or most recent Nintendo Directs was the sequel to Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle with Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
That sounds questionable, but
It also
I'll listen.
It also sounds like the title of a Danganronpa game.
It does, actually.
Sparks
But let's
of
not
Hope.
talk about that much longer because it's not appropriate.
Anyway.
No.
So what Mario plus Rabbids basically is what it says on the tin. It's Mario plus Rabbids,
Whoa.
and it's turn-based strategy.
Do you think there's sparks of hope in the game?
I would assume so.
Sparks of Hope. It's like something like they're taking inspiration from like the Mario Galaxy games.
I am excited for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Shredder's Revenge. No, I'm excited for the new Splatoon game.
Yes, of
Splatoon
course.
3.
Splatoon freaking 3.
Almost a part of me that regrets buying Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what new stuff they do with Splatoon 3. We already saw that there is a rideable crab that turns into a ball.
Whoa.
We get bow and arrow weapons. Hopefully, an actually good story mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's called Return of the Mammalians.
Yeah, story mode in Splatoon 2 is lacking a bit, but
1 and 2 are basically the same thing.
Yeah.
The idols that you see at the beginning are part of this elite organization. The Great Zapfish gets stolen, and an octopus has done it.
an octopus.
An octopus did it.
But basically, Splatoon 1 and 2 are the same thing. It's just Splatoon 1 is for the Wii and Wii U, and Splatoon 2 is for the Switch. So.
I feel like Splatoon 3 is going to be more single player
Hopefully.
oriented.
Yeah, and I also think it's going to be more like they've seen the success of Splatoon 2 and been like, okay, we need to like build on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Another indie game that I would also like to mention is Slime Rancher 2. And for those who don't know, is a game where you get to vacuum up little cute little slimes and put them in your ranch.
That is the most confusing
alien
concept
planet.
for a game.
But
What?
it's
How
incredibly
does
adorable.
someone come up with something like that?
They're the most adorable things ever, and they make cute little sounds as well.
Okay.
So frankly, you can't go wrong with that.
All right.
Amazing. Oh, Star Wars Hunters is like a new Star Wars kind of like Fortnite clone, I guess. We don't really know much about it other than it's coming to Switch, iOS, and Android.
Mm-hmm.
And Breath of the Wild 2.
Woo! That sounds good. I would be willing to buy that.
Breath of the Wild 2. I've only briefly I've played I've gone deep into Breath of the Wild, but pulled out because I got bored.
How did you get bored?
Well, I didn't get bored. I just didn't pick it up again. That's the thing. I love what I play of them. It's just that, yeah.
Yeah, and another one that we could probably mention here is it's just called the Untitled 2022 Sonic game, and frankly, that is correct. That is all we know about
So
it.
Sega has leaked that there's going to be a new
They've
Sonic
announced
game.
a very
They
vague
announced.
trailer for a new Sonic game.
But they haven't mentioned
they
much
haven't
about
mentioned
it.
anything else.
No, it's just all we know about is that it's going to be a 3D Sonic game. So
Yeah. I think they leaked the name. I can't remember what it was though.
I don't know. Take of that what you will.
Yeah. But anyway, that's some of the games that were mentioned on this list. Does anyone have any others that they remember that we didn't cover?
No.
Also, and if by any chance you are interested in getting said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game, it is indeed available on PC and Switch. Don't know why you'd want to get it, but if you do, be my
Hey,
guest.
there may be some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans out there. Don't discriminate against the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans.
TMNT is good, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so
Do we want to finish off by saying what we hope, like what's not announced, but what we hope is coming in 2022? So like some
Yeah.
games that we want to see.
Yeah, totally.
everyone just stares at me. Okay,
What do you want to see?
I
Games that wasn't announced. Do you want to see?
I want to see Space Channel 5 come
Yeah,
out
you're
for
right.
PlayStation VR.
yeah.
So Space Channel 5 is literally like my favorite game ever, and Ulala was definitely my childhood crush. No, she was though. And So the game is one where you dance, and
Wow.
it was not very popular at all. It was one of Sega's mildly successful flops. It came out on the Dreamcast, so that kind of says enough as itself.
Yeah.
So they're revamping the game because they've realized that there are new fans, and they have decided to bring it to the PlayStation VR. So I am excited for that. I want to see PlayStation 5 VR, and I want to see Ula Wild Space Adventure on there. And if anyone gets the PlayStation VR, which I highly doubt anyone will, please get that game. I want to play it.
Okay then. Some games that I want to see, like most of the games that I did want to see came out this year.
Yeah.
But one thing that I'm really hoping for is like a new Mario and Luigi game.
Yes.
Like I know that
Yes.
the original developers they shut down recently. Like no, not recently. They went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like, after making like 2 remakes that did so bad, that sold poorly, and because the mistake was they put it on the 3DS at the end of its life cycle. So unless Nintendo wants to hand the series over to another person or other developer, I really want to see like them like bringing it to the Switch in some way, shape, or form. That
Yeah.
would be a really good series to bring back.
Yeah, if anything, just bring back like some of the really OG ones, like Dream Team. What's another one that was there?
Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah, Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah.
That was really good too.
Fix Up Partners in Time.
Yeah, fix that up definitely.
I think that another one that could be good. Like just re-releasing Game Boy games and like
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance,
Boy
DS
Color.
and 3DS games,
Game
and
Boy Color.
Game Boy Color. Just release like your own handheld library, just in general.
Because the Switch is a handheld device.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I know Nintendo likes to like only pull from their consoles, and while I would really love to see GameCube and Wii games being brought back, I want to see Game Boy even more because I have never played a Game Boy game.
But you want to experience it.
I want to experience it because it has such an interesting library.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I can kind of see what you would think.
Yeah.
But bringing up again the thing about the Mario and Luigi games, I know that the original Paper Mario is coming with the expansion pass at some point, but bring back the old Paper Mario games.
Oh.
Revamp them, do something, put them on the Switch. I want to see my boy Dementio again. He hasn't written home in a decade.
Super Paper Mario Remastered, fix up all of its issues that it had, and
Make Dementio's fight actually last a little
Yep.
bit longer.
just make it good. Just do something with like the games that just Nintendo. If you're listening to this, and I doubt that you are, do something to like your old games that aren't really well known.
Yeah.
But people
Build the community.
Build the community.
Yeah, and also, I know that it's kind of unlikely, but I want to see them do something new with Ring Fit.
Oh,
Because at the way that it's going with the rhythm update that came out like a year or two ago, I'm pretty sure that they're going to ride the train that they did with the Wii Fit trainer and bring the Ring Fit hero into Smash, I believe, with the next Smash game.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully by doing so, they'll release another... Well, I don't think you can really release like a sequel to Ring Fit because
No.
Ring Fit is just that, an exercise game. But I want them to do something more with
Yeah.
Ring Fit.
I think like a Ring Fit's one of those things where it's like, it's just a product of its time.
Yeah, it's a product of its time. You can't really build onward to it because
Yeah.
it's just as it is.
Yeah.
So basically, moral of the story, we want Nintendo to release games that our dads can say, oh, when I was a child.
When I was young and I remember playing those dang friendly handheldy games.
So that's what we're excited for from what's already announced and what we actually want to see. So
Space Channel 5. Space Channel 5.
alrighty then.
Space Channel 5.
Stay tuned for...
Oscars challenge time.
Penultimate
And Teenage
edition.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oscar's Challenge Time. Now, here's your host, Oscar Burgermeister.
This segment of Head in the Game was sponsored by water. Drink it.
I did say that we were going to have some terrible segues, and I did not lie.
Thank you to our sponsor, Water. Refreshing and cooling from the sky and the ground. And welcome to the semi-finals of Season 1 of Oscar's Challenge Time.
And every single time we do this, I seem to lose. So let's just get our hopes up that I'm going to lose again. This is my goal is to lose, all right?
Well, good for you, because this...
Hey, I'm the host. Well, good for you. Because today, well, I think you might have a chance today, Lucy.
I know, but it's my goal to lose. You know, I've made it my goal to lose because I'm so bad at these that I'm just going to embrace it,
All
you
right,
know?
well,
and
I
accept
think you
it.
don't want to lose at trivia about Animal Crossing.
I do better at trivia about Space Channel 5, to be honest.
Huh.
I'm not really that, like, into Animal Crossing lore like Ruby is.
There's lore in Animal Crossing?
No, as in I'm not really that into, like, all the past games and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. There's nothing about that. It's just general Animal Crossing trivia. Anyway, so I created this quiz a while ago, but Lucy never showed up to a recording. So
Ollie, I had surgery, okay?
You went to the dentist.
Oh, yeah, it was that time that I went to the dentist. I actually had to, it was close enough to surgery. Close enough. Moving on. Today I have 10 questions about Animal Crossing in general. So nothing about like when it was released or what hardware was released for.
Thank you.
So just about the series as a whole. I
Okay.
literally had to go to a website because I knew nothing about Animal Crossing. So,
It was an educational experience for you as well.
yes, okay. Question 1.
Are we buzzing in?
No, please. I hate buzzing
fine.
in systems.
We'll alternate.
Okay.
Okay. Lucy, you're first.
Yes.
Let me grab a pen and paper. I'm lazy.
Just use your notes app.
Technical.
No, because I'm using that for the quiz.
Oh.
All right.
And it's not like you can just not... You can just put, like, in the notes app that I... Okay. Never mind.
Shut up. First question. Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
What is Blathers afraid of?
He does not like bugs.
You are correct.
Hey!
He goes, every time you give him a bug. He goes,
Eek! A insert bug name here.
yeah. My feathers.
Oh goodness. Even though this is quite a disturbing specimen, we shall display it in the utmost hurry.
Why does he run a museum when he hates bugs?
I don't understand.
Well, he loves fossils and
and fish.
tolerates fish.
Okay.
And art pieces.
Ruby. Next question 2. What are the names of Tom Nook's 2 kids?
That would be Timmy and Tommy.
Objection, in different languages, it's different names. So does that count? Are you specifically talking about English?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss, I'm learning Italian and changed all my devices to Italian.
I'm just saying that...
So Ruby got the question correct.
Hey!
All right. Lucy.
Uh-huh.
What currency do you use to pay back Tom Nook from your startups for your startup supplies?
Well, bells in English, but in Italian, it's actually a flower. I'm not joking. It's literally like, I had all the tip of my tongue, like a daisy or something. That's the name. I've forgotten what it is now.
All right.
Did I tell you the other day?
You're incorrect.
It's bells.
No.
At the start, he asked you to pay with Nook miles.
Oh, crap. I thought you were talking about bells.
At the start of New Horizons, when you land on the island, he
It says to pay up to pay for your startup supplies.
Nook mile tickets, not bells. I'm
All
an
right.
idiot.
So you're tied currently. All right, Ruby.
Yes. I can't believe you got an Animal Crossing question.
I can't. No, I didn't hear it right. I thought he was just talking about what currency is used in Animal Crossing.
No.
It's bells.
All right, Ruby.
Yeah.
Where does your Nook Miles ticket take you?
to any random island of your choice. Well, not really of your choice. It's just a random island somewhere in the middle of the ocean.
My answer was an exotic island, so you're not getting that point.
What?
I'm joking. You get it.
What was that to say?
Here we go.
Lucy,
Uh-huh.
how many sticks does it take to craft a fishing pole?
Both me and Ruby are like, oh, fishing
I know
pole.
this.
I'm just trying to think. 3? I'm gonna go 3.
Dramatic.
Just tell me.
It's incorrect.
What was it, 2?
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Let's go.
But you don't get the answer.
I know. I just
Oh,
self-esteem.
Ruby,
Yes.
how many friends can come visit your island over the internet?
Over the internet, like at once.
As in when you play online
Yeah, like at once.
at once.
I believe the max is 7 people, making up 8 in total.
Yes.
yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, so Lucy, you have 1 point. Ruby, you have 3.
Okay, Ruby, can you? When I started talking about bells, and then I started saying but like, are you talking about English? Can you cut that part out where I was like talking about what
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
in
I
other
will.
language? Because I genuinely forgot what it was.
Don't.
Yeah.
In Animal Crossing New Horizons, who do you meet first when you start the game?
Timmy and Tommy.
You are correct.
Here we
They
go.
are apparently also airport receptionists.
Airport reception.
Even though that they're little
The
children.
people who take your ticket at the airport, apparently that's legal. But anyway.
All right. Ruby, what do you use to leap across rivers?
That would be a vaulting pole.
You are correct.
Here
So
we
far, Ruby's winning because I had a bluff up with the bells.
Yes. All right. Lucy, what is the name of the airline that takes you between islands?
It is the oh my goodness me. Wait. I will get it. Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
I've forgotten it. No, wait, no. I'm just trying to imagine like when you walk in and you start talking to him like what he says. They're dodos, so Dodo Airlines.
You are correct.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Here we go.
What would dodos do?
dodos
And
do?
we got a walker who needs wings.
All right. Okay, so, Ruby, if you get this question correct, you win. Lucy, if you get this question, if she gets this question wrong, she still wins. There's no possible way you can win unless you get this question correct.
So-
I'll make it down like if you get it incorrect, Lucy can get a chance. All right,
Okay.
Ruby. Not only are some of Crazy Red's fake paintings fake, but they're haunted too. What does the girl in the haunted wistful painting do?
What? I did not know they could be haunted.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I never knew they could be haunted.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things they can be, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell if it's a fake painting. One of the ways you can tell. Other than if it's got no stamp on the back. But if it's haunted, then it's fake.
How can you tell if it's haunted?
It does weird things.
Yeah.
It does
What
wax
do you
stuff.
think? What do you think the girl in
What?
the wistful painting does?
The wistful painting. I'm trying to remember what that is. Oh no. Well, what are you doing?
Trying to look it up.
Okay.
Ruby can see it.
Oh. Ha.
Anyway, what would a haunted painting do?
You decide.
I would just assume that it would make spooky noises and do a little spooky effect, and maybe randomly turn your lights on and off.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Yeah. I knew it was that one, don't worry. I already knew that was what the wistful painting was.
Is that your final answer?
And I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, you're wrong. Lucy?
Yeah, I thought so.
She either blinks or moves her eyes, and I can't remember which one it is, but it's something to do with her eyes. She blinks.
I'll give you that. She closes her eyes.
Yeah, it's blinking.
Yeah.
Here we
So if you look at the painting for long, so it's the girl with the pearl earring.
Oh yes,
And
I
if
thought it
you-
was that
and
one.
If you look at her for long enough, she does that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's some
other.
other haunted paintings that eyes follow you. Some of them, what's some other things haunted paintings do?
All right.
Sometimes every time you go and look at the painting after leaving your house, you go back into your house and look at the painting. it'll have changed a bit. Maybe like the colours will be a bit different or something.
I never knew you could get haunted pictures.
You can, and that's why I think sometimes if you do get a fake painting, it's not that bad because like haunted painting, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's the girl with the pearl
That'd be
earring.
great for a haunted house.
There you go. So we're at a tie, and I'm coming up with a tiebreaker.
This segment is sponsored by water.
Yes.
Ruby, would you like to talk about our sponsor, water?
Yes, water. Drink it.
We need it.
It's good for you.
We will die if we don't have
This
it.
is your water break. If you haven't drank water in the past half an hour, get up and drink water.
Okay, I've got a new one. Okay, so as we all know, well, as Animal Crossing people know, the famous guitarist KK Slider comes to your island and plays for you.
If you get 3 stars.
If you get 3 stars. All right. I am going to play for you some of a song of his. You have
You're going to be good at this, Ruby.
I've been collecting KK songs.
You have to tell me which song it is.
Yippee!
I am so bad at these.
We'll start with Ruby because Lucy will like. We'll start with Lucy because Ruby will likely know.
Yeah.
All right.
Understandable,
I'm
honestly.
gonna turn
The thing I'm
up.
relying on is quite often it's named after the genre of music that it is.
Okay.
Most likely, yes.
All right.
This is not it, by the way.
Yeah, it's the intro.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
KK Pop?
Final answer?
I wouldn't know any better.
No, it's not KK Pop. Ruby.
I've actually never heard this.
I recognise that part. Don't know the name. I recognise the part before this.
It's on the tip of my tongue, I know it.
You'll beat yourself up when you find out what it is.
I'm going to. It's not KK Cruising, it's not Bubblegum.
No.
Frugaroogle. Oh no. Oh, I really don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess. It's not it. KK Jive?
No.
What is it?
KK Disco.
Are you joking?
I've never heard that one.
It's KK Disco.
I've never heard that one.
All right. So nobody got that one. So.
I kind of recognise it. It's vaguely familiar. I think I've heard it before,
Alright,
but I didn't
so
pick up on the name.
We're gonna do this one.
I love the talking, just the animalese. Yeah.
Hang on. Oh, Lucy starts again.
KK.
Sounds like On the Willows.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds like Memories from Cats.
Do you have a guess, Lucy?
Goodness, do you know, Ruby? Nope. No, neither do I. KK Ballad.
No. Ruby?
Ruby's vibing.
KK Samba?
No.
What is it?
Stale Cupcakes.
Damn it! Oh! I love that song!
Stale Cupcakes?
Stale Cupcakes! I hear it in my village's home all the time. No, I've never heard him sing it.
All right, fine. This is gonna be the last one. If
Oh
none,
my god, you're right.
if none of you get it, then
I'm so mad.
if none of you get it, then
It's confirmed a tie.
it's confirmed to tie.
Okay.
We'll start with Lucy again.
So mad.
He's obviously not going to pick one like Bubblegum KK that we all know.
All right.
I've never heard
Everyone's
Stale
standing
Cupcakes
up.
before.
I love it.
You're welcome.
KK Silence.
Hold on. This vaguely sounds like KK Rock. It's not KK.
Not KK Rock. Ruby?
I think I've heard this.
Wow. It's kind of a vibe though.
All their songs are a vibe, baby. Oh, I think I have this. Well, it's not KK. It's not KK Rock because what do you say?
Doesn't really sound like rock. As someone who listens to rock music, this does not sound like rock music. It's just the intro kind of did.
I can envision the picture of the album. I don't know what the song is. KK Renegade?
No.
Oh, what is it?
KK Metal.
This part!
KK what?
Metal!
This is not metal. Like heavy metal.
It's just KK
Even
Metal.
a guitar, so that's
Alright.
the best he can do.
So that's
I've heard
a
that.
tie
yeah.
now. So
Oh, I forgot that because it's the what
the
Oscar was playing was the performances, not the recording. So
If it was the actual songs,
no,
If you buy-
sorry. I should have specified.
if you
But
get the
then
actual
again-
song,
But
it
then
sounds
again,
different.
I didn't know the
If
difference.
you get the actual song, that would sound like heavy metal.
All right.
But it's just because it's the acoustic. It's the acoustic version.
Yeah.
because people make memes of their villagers singing that really fast pitch, like the.
Yeah. So it's confirmed a tie, but hopefully for the final one next time,
Next time period.
it will end with an ultimate winner for the season finale.
Good game. Good game.
Good game.
Can I just say, I think I was closer with that last one with KK Rock. I think I was close.
You were close. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. So thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We weren't asking you.
Yeah. Yeah, so you listened to these two rants about Animal Crossing for a fair bit, and you got to listen to me test them on Animal Crossing, so...
And me
Very
make
Animal
far
Crossing
too
episode.
many Ninja Turtles jokes and cough a bit
Yes.
too much.
So please come back for the next show, which is going to be the final one for the year, where...
We gotta have something special planned.
Yes.
Yes.
We are going
What?
to be talking
I don't know.
What exactly are we gonna do?
We are going to be talking about our Christmas wish list. So stuff that we're going to ask Santa Claus for, and what we want for Christmas, what games, what consoles, what setups or accessories. And we're going to be looking back at the year and seeing which games were our favorites. And for a special edition yearly thing for Oscars Challenge time, we are going to be doing a quiz on 2021.
Just not video games?
Video games in 2021.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So please come back and tune in because it's going to be a good one.
Yep.
Yes.
This has been Ruby.
Me. Lucy.
And myself, Oscar, on Hand in the Game. So see ya
Goodbye. And remember to buy that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
in 2022.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Bye.